Do the work you should do after learning it first. Hallelujah! Whatever task it may be, at first, you will probably feel, this is really impossible. Try doing it repeatedly, dozens or hundreds of times. If you study and make an effort, the task will ultimately become possible. When singing for the first time, your voice might even sound like scraping metal. However, if you keep at it, you will gradually produce the sounds you desire. Take action repeatedly and see. Repetition, study, and effort are the answers. When cooking rice for the first time too, it might turn out like gruel, more than the delicious rice you want. If you keep doing it, however, you will cook the delicious rice you want. It is repetition, effort, and study. In addition to talent, it is education. It is to learn. It is to have a fighting spirit. Even something as easy as eating food was learned when you were young. If you had not learned it though, you would not have eaten anything other than drinking milk. Even eating must be learned. Only if you learned correctly will there be no problems when you do them. Also, eating should not be done at just any time. There are set times. There are opportunities. Fruit must be eaten in season, and medicines too have set times to be taken. When eating honey for good health, you must eat it on an empty stomach. There is a proper time for putting on makeup too. With everything you do in life, it does not go well when you do it for the first time. Do you say something is not working out well after trying it only a few dozen times? The more you do, the greater the result. When it comes to big tasks, they do not go well even after doing them hundreds of times. Only after 1,000 attempts will you invent something or become an expert in that field. If you do not make many attempts, you cannot do things in big ways. The more you do, the more you will know, and the more you will do things in big ways. So the ones who have done a lot will do things in big ways. They will succeed greatly. Up until this point, you have done only as much as what you currently possess. You fail to possess greatly because you have not done things in big ways. With farming too, if you do not farm on a big scale, you will barely make a living for only yourself. Only if you farm on a big scale and grow crops on hundreds of thousands of pyeong will you harvest the thousands of sacks of grain as a farmer. With prayer too, only if you pray a lot will you gain much realization, gain much, and achieve piles of merit as well. If you do not know much, you cannot do much. Only if you get used to doing a lot will it become a habit, and thus you will always do a lot. If you get used to doing a little, you will fail to go beyond your limit for your lifetime and die after doing things only a little. It is to do things with all of your heart with as much strength as you have. Then, when you gain more strength, you should take action again. You do great work while continually take action in this way. Billionaires, kings, heroes, and patriotic martyrs do not count their attempts but take action until it is successful. A limit is one thing and not two. It means then you stop after doing only one thing. You will become bigger only if you do at least two things. If you have done two things, you have to do even three things. Only then are you going beyond your limit. Limits come when you do only one thing. If you do things continually by doing one thing, then two things, and then three things, and so on, you will go beyond your limit and do things in big ways.